tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. All right, so this episode, man, we got a lot of things going on. Preparing for the mastermind. We got, man, some employee kind of HR policy systems, and more importantly, TikTok, y'all. We're bringing TikTok to the business. So I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm not a young guy no more. I can understand that because I wake up and some body parts be aching when I wake up. But I'm not an old guy either. So this TikTok thing, man, I'm just gonna give it to the young guys on the team, man. I'll let them TikTok all the way. I didn't have the app before a week ago, but now that I got the app, I really understand that I have no idea what I'm doing. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it over to Jake and Eric to give some pointers, and we're gonna start a business TikTok. And also I'm gonna start the Appliance Boss TikTok because somebody took the Appliance Boss. So it's THE Appliance Boss on TikTok. Follow me there. I may post something there if I can get inspired to know what to post. Stay tuned. Oh, hi. I didn't know you were there. Welcome to the Appliance Boss channel on YouTube. Check it out. No, anyway, so quick recap, guys. Last couple of days I've been working on getting ready for this mastermind that I'm heading to in Dallas next week. So the crew, they've been reviewing SOPs for the last month and a half. So like I said in the other part before, we try to review those at least once a year. So I'm putting them into some type of organization because right now, man, we create them. We've got 2-3 different folders that they've been in, and what I've noticed was they're not being used all the time because they don't know some of them exist. So there was like one master SOP that kind of it didn't really link to the other ones, but it showed you where to go. And one of the former employees didn't even know it existed. So which was kind of a shocker at the same time because it's like the first one you're supposed to go to before you go to everything else. So it's constant refinement all the time. So right now I'm putting together this one document, and this will continue to be the master. So we have a list of everything that's being revised and the dates that the revision occurred before we just put it in the actual document itself. And it doesn't necessarily mean that was the last date it was revised, because there's some things when we change procedures or policies, how we do things, we gotta change it on the fly. So and they may not put the date in there, but no way, no how, it doesn't necessarily matter at this point because we're getting a good, nice, fresh start ready. Because when we get to the mastermind, it's going to be pretty cool too. It's more like this is going to be my first time, so I'll be introducing, who I am, the business, what we do, type of thing. And I want to be able to take some of the things that I've been doing that's been successful and share it with the group, and then also see where I can improve within my business. So I know I've been able to scale very quickly, adding in employees, adding in the training factor. Also today I'm working on some more HR type of policies. I use Bambee. Bambee's really good because they'll get you all your state required policies and stuff that you need to have in place. And then right now I'm adding in some additional policies that I didn't have before, like believe it or not, credit card policies. They've had credit cards, but I didn't actually have a credit card usage policy. So that's important now because I have so many floating around. Everybody has one for gas and things like that. One thing that I did safeguard with the credit card is they have certain limits and thresholds. So they couldn't go super crazy with the cards, but gas was abundance. So right now, especially with gas prices spiking, gotta look into increasing that. So what else? So I'm working on that. the procedure. We're working on some of my local mastermind groups, so we're top tier. So putting that workflow together because I'm a true believer in the service industries. When you're doing these service type of trades, that core is something that's transferable across all industries, that baseline. So we've been really working together to put together something that can work for if you have like a cleaning company, if you have the appliance repair, if you have the pest control, if you have anything that's service-based where your ideal client is the home. That's something that we're putting together and putting a lot of time and effort into that. So, and then also too, man, we got a TikTok going, and TikTok, you can find me on TikTok, The Appliance Boss on TikTok. I don't have anything posted yet. I don't know what to post. We're gonna have an operations meeting here soon, and then at that meeting, that's where I'll determine what should be posted. So stay tuned.
The ladies.
Did you fix it for him?
Heck no. I didn't know what I was doing back then, man. I didn't know. I was like, I think you need a new one. I don't know.
Did you need a new one?
I was like, it doesn't sound good. But now,
Man,
I fixed that.
I remember, man. It had to be about 7-8 years ago. I replaced my whole dryer. It was a electric dryer.
Nice.
I replaced my whole dryer because it stopped heating.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is ruined.
Yeah. Like, get a new one. Get a new one.
Right.
Man.
Didn't know the parts were $12, like whatever. Yeah. $600 piece of metal, $12 parts.
All right, so we got a couple minutes for our operation. TikTok.
Yeah.
Did you get to log in?
I did, I saw it, yep.
I have no idea what to put on there, man.
Okay, so I have a couple ideas.
I know, I was gonna say Jake Carter's a good guy to go to.
Yeah, I have a couple ideas. First and foremost, just little cut-in shots of kind of like how you do your vlog, but maybe little 3-second images before it switches over to whatever we're doing next. So introductory, like a zip, zoom out on the van or something like that, and then hey, and it's just like maybe Eric just talking about the relevance of something small, right? Maybe like that. Make sure you run a fresh towel just through your washer. Run your self-clean towel on your oven, whatever, something like that. And then also like to be kind of funny. We can, what do you call it? When they show somebody else's video, you can say, we actually talk to customers instead of talking to ourselves. Like Precision has that video of getting advice from the best garage technician, and he's literally just talking to himself, It's pretty funny, but we actually talk to our customers, something like that. But no, I really think a good idea is, hey, we're so-and-so, is it appliance repair? Today we're looking at this. Quick overview, it's the dishwasher, it's not draining. Be right back. And then, chop it up into little 10-15 seconds so somebody doesn't have to, so it doesn't take 2 hours to upload to YouTube or TikTok or whatever. But also just something small, kind of like the videos you watch.
Yeah.
Like that one gal, hers are a little too long, I think. Renee.
Yeah.
She's like an appliance repair chick.
I see that.
Yeah, hers are a little long, I think just like the little short tidbit videos of like, make sure you grease up your drum rollers or something like that. Call us today. All right, call us today. This is all your limit. This is not it. So anytime let's say we have a dryer call, throw our dryer up on TikTok or something. Hey, look, before, after. Give us a call today. Dryer very clean.
Before and after. Those are quick.
Yeah. Just walk in. Here's the, hey, today we're looking at Samsung dryer. Not heating. Let's check it out. And then, cut it, pull it open. Yep. Here's all the lint. Lint's number one cost. Dryer failure, dryer component failure. Schedule your vent cleaning with us today. And then, we're staying up by a bench. Something like that.
Man, I haven't spent too much time. I found myself about an hour scrolling after signing
Oh
up.
yeah, man.
And man,
You were like, these damn kids.
Dude, it's
prank videos.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. It gets in there, man. It gets deep. But I really like that idea that I want to steal that precision large photography.
With the mirror.
Yeah.
You wanna do that?
I'm sure I would love to. That'd be hilarious. Getting training advice from the training specialist.
Mm.
What do I do on this call? Well, I don't know. Something stupid like that.
Yeah, so I signed up because I know you wanted to have one.
Yeah.
Go ahead and create whatever on there. I like the idea of the appliance thing. I had an idea of taking Instagram in the morning and going live as part of our huddle.
Ooh.
For one, I think it'll build accountability. So what do you have scheduled, right?
Right.
We typically have 4 or 5 calls ready to go. So if it's a dryer, for instance, or what do you
There's
have?
a
Dishwasher.
dishwasher, yeah.
Right. So we can start with, hey, I got a dishwasher today. The customer says it's not draining. We're gonna get a drain. I think little quick things like that is informative for like Instagram, so they can kind of
Yeah.
see. I don't know if that relates over to TikTok.
No. TikTok needs to be about.
Fish,
Yeah. It's not like there are some informative TikToks, but it's gonna be all about how you splice the video up
Yeah.
to kind of make it like. Let me show you a couple other examples.
getting your cuts, you know, adding stock music or whatever, little things like that. I feel like I learned something right now. Like I learned-
Now she started one a couple of weeks ago,
yeah.
and she got one video. I think it's at 1,000 views or something like that. And it's basically music and a plate. And she took a picture of the plate empty, food, one food she put on, a second, and then a third.
And I was like, you got 1,000 views. Yeah, yeah. Liz has all kinds of TikTok videos now. She does karaoke stuff like that. TikTok's a great app.
After we set the timer and pull it out, the water fills up this outer basket, and then we have the inner basket, which the clothes actually go into. If you have a dual or triple agitator, this is actually how it works. These are what we call agitator dogs, and they're catching those little grooves, and that's what helps spin the clothes on the top and agitate them down to the bottom. And as the water begins to spin cycle, it's all pumped out through this little guy right here, then goes out to the drain pipe and then into your stand. The other end of the motor would actually drive the transmission to spin the baskets to match your clothes.
So basically, he recorded some video voiced over.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
that's-
So and it's all about the music. So that's why if you watch some of them and they have this stupid ass music that doesn't go with anything that they're talking about, is because it's all about the hashtags and the music that you put in there. Because the more people are gonna see it, the more they're looking at that music that you have added into the song.
Oh yeah.
So-
It'll be down at the bottom. They can
Yeah,
click it.
they can click the audio down at the bottom. So if you have the music that's trending in the background
Yeah.
of what you're trying to portray out, it gets viewed more.
Yeah, I have.
If you have, like yesterday, they were using hashtag Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely nothing related to Amazon Prime. But if you have hashtag Amazon Prime Day, you get more views
Yeah.
because everyone's looking up
Scrolling,
hashtag Amazon Prime Day.
scrolling, yeah.
So
Yeah, this is like one of the main TikToks on there. It's like, they just throw like cool rap instrumentals behind whatever they're doing. So this guy's just like showing his car, and then that's it.
So how do you know what's trending?
Based on
you just go on TikTok, they know what's trending.
Yeah.
They'll have it's called a For You page. And that's what is trending based off the stuff you've liked and looked at. But you can actually go to the main and look at what's trending right now, like things that are trending.
So I see like hashtag FYP.
For Your page.
for your page, yeah.
What was it?
For your page is like your. Do you remember your MySpace? Do you remember MySpace at all? You were on that your homepage. Pretty much. That's pretty much what they're doing. They're trying to get like a thumbnail of that video or something for your.
And here are some tips on what to do if your fridge stops cool. Number 1, unless there's an obvious hazard, like if your fridge is smoking, do not unplug your fridge. Unplugging it can erase the evidence of what was causing the fridge to not cool, making it difficult to diagnose what parts are needed. Number Number 2, throw away any perishables, especially meats and dairy. When a fridge stops cooling, it's usually been in the temperature danger zone for a while before you notice there's an issue. Number 3, if you can afford one, purchase a mini fridge for your essentials while you wait for service. Starting cost is usually around $100 to $200, and they're good to have because every fridge will die eventually. Number 4, check your manufacturer warranty and service contract info if you purchase one. Warranty information is in your manual, and if you purchase a service contract, call whoever you purchase the contract from. And number 5, if you want to cycle or repair,
Battery died.
It did. Eric, man,
What?
the camera died.
Look at that, man.